Hi, my name is Paul Hunter of Cork Hypnosis Clinic, and in this video we'll be talking about smoking. I'm guessing if you're watching this particular video that either you or maybe someone you love or care about smokes. I'd like to tell you my story if you'll allow me. I am a former smoker. I started quite late, at around age 19. I was in college at the time and it was the cool thing to do. Pretty quickly, especially when I left college and got myself a job, I started smoking fairly heavily, and within a couple of years I was smoking 50 a day. For a while I didn't really care. I was in my 20s and like most 20-somethings I thought I was grand. It wasn't till I reached the age of 35 that I realised I had a big problem. It finally hit home one day when, at age 35, I had to call to a business on the third floor of an office building, and the lift was out of order. So I walked up the 3 flights of stairs thinking there'd be a landing area at the top where I could maybe get my breath back. There wasn't. It was an open reception area. I got to the top of the stairs, breathing very, very heavily, like an express train. The young receptionist who was there immediately ran over to me, and I remember her saying, "Oh my God, are you okay? You look very grey in the face. Are you sure you're not having a heart attack or something?" And as you can probably imagine, I was mortified. I wanted the ground to open up and swallow me. All I wanted was, I wanted her to just go away for 5 minutes or so, just so that I could get my breath back and get my breath back in peace. As I was heading back down the stairs afterwards, I remember having this really cross conversation with myself inside my head. I remember telling myself that it was bloody ridiculous that I couldn't walk up 3 flights of stairs at age 35. I knew I had to do something urgently. But I had tried to stop smoking before and never really succeeded. The longest that I lasted was about 7 days, and then I'd just give in to the cravings, which were pretty awful. I tried nicotine replacements like patches, inhalers, gums, and nothing worked. I was out having a pint with a friend of mine one particular night, and he suggested hypnotherapy. And I remember joking that I didn't want to end up chasing leprechauns. My only understanding of hypnosis at that stage was the stage guys who used to get people to do funny things like chase leprechauns or various different silly things like that. But my friend had planted an idea in my mind that I just couldn't get out of there. And 3 weeks later, I just made a decision. I decided to go and see a hypnotherapist to help me to stop smoking, because after all, nothing else worked. It was just a very relaxing experience. He chatted to me for the first hour, just getting my story about how I began smoking, when I smoked during the day, what caused me to smoke. In my case, cigarettes were my stress reliever. And then we did the hypnosis bit. For the first couple of minutes, to be perfectly honest, I thought I was just sitting there with my eyes closed, It didn't really seem like anything special was happening. But after a while, it felt like I was just drifting into a really lovely daydream. And then it was over. He gave me a self-hypnosis recording to listen to at home, and I did exactly what he told me to do. And at the date of recording this video, it's now over 20 years since I last smoked. I genuinely never had a craving. And that really surprised the hell out of me, to be perfectly honest with you. I was expecting it to be hard, and it really wasn't. That's what I try my very best to do for my clients today. Now, of course, I can't promise you for definite that you'll have no cravings at all, but using some of the tried and tested hypnotherapy techniques, the very same ones that were used with me, we'll do our very best to make sure that you have a relatively easy experience. We'll change your liking for the smell and taste of cigarettes so that it's much easier to say no. We'll make it really difficult to hang on to those pictures of cigarettes in your mind so that it'll seem as if you've just forgotten all about smoking. And we'll make a personalized stop smoking self-hypnosis recording with you live during the session that you can take away with you and listen to at home for the following 30 days. That lasts about 25 minutes, so you listen to it for the 30 days following our session. That recording will help you to keep fresh in your mind your strong personal motivations for wanting to be a non-smoker. So, the only question right now is, are you ready? Are you ready to be my next non-smoker? Are you ready to breathe fresh air again, to feel healthy and energetic again? And of course, to save yourself a huge amount of money in the process. It just takes one session, which lasts for 2.5 hours. That's it. So I don't offer a free initial consultation for stop smoking sessions because it really is just a decision. Once you've made your decision now, all you have to do is either use the contact form on my website, or you can call, text, or WhatsApp me on the number that's going to appear on screen right now to arrange your stop smoking session.